Yes, a good evening, Andile, to you as well as our viewers out at home. I've crisscrossed the countryside of Germany now in a small, tranquil city called Dainsburg as our athletes have arrived here for the athletics part of the FISU World Student Games as well. But I have been able to keep touch with what's going on back home in as far as players' movements and the coaches' movements as well. With that said, let me get straight into it. Lehlonololo Siema. A story we broke on sabcsport.com early on Sunday morning that he would then be unveiled as the head coach of Siwelele FC. Now, Lehlonololo Siema has penned a long-term contract, I'm told, with discussions now ongoing for Andre Arendse, who was touted for this job initially before the club was sold, to be his assistant coach. Grant Johnson could also remain. The entire technical team, in fact, as well as the medical team, could still be the same, with Siema the only person that's arriving. And maybe he might want to bring on a few, one or two of his own people as well. But I'm told Andre Arendse touted to be his assistant coach with the hope that Lehlonololo Siema will carry on up until they relocate officially to Mangaung. I'd love to hear what Dr. Khumalo thinks of this appointment by Siwelele FC.
Okay. Yeah, well, I guess for Coach Lehlonololo, another leaf of Iskatsoguta culture again. And again, it's good to see Guti about cleaning the entire squad that yet Lababatinge from the Super Sport. But again, having said that, also to break it, Guti, even Mark Williams has been roped in as a head coach of the DDC side.
Hey!
Yes.
Breaking news.
Yeah. So
Mark
Williams will be in charge for the junior team, yes, Siwelele.
You know, Dougie, I follow football. I love football. I literally, every day, I live football. I had no idea that Mark Williams is a coach.
No, he is. He got his badge in the UK. So he got his badge in the UK. I spoke to him.
Do you know what badge he's got?
I think it's a UEFA, if I'm not mistaken.
UEFA A?
Yeah. Not A, probably B.
Okay.
Yeah. So I spoke to him during the week, in the morning, to make sure, Guti, I don't tell our viewers the soccer zone among, but why show it? Man, talk, man, I'm qualified.
Let's go back to Germany.
Now, let's switch our attention now to Naturena. They launched a beautiful kit this morning ahead of the 2025-26 season. But I can tell you that there's other trouble brewing in the background. Kaizer Chiefs, along with Amazulu, signing Cape Town Spurs players Asanele Valabai as well as Luke Bartman, who they believed would be free agents. Usutu snapping up Liam Byrne as a free agent, or so they were told. But Cape Town Spurs are not taking taking this lying down, but they are in fact headed to the PSL dispute resolution chamber, and I have seen the documents. Submissions began this Monday morning and will carry on up until the end of the month before the chairperson of the DRC panel makes a decision on whether these players are free agents. My colleague Velile Mnyandu was out at Naturena this morning and got to speak to brand and marketing director out at Kaizer Chiefs, that's Jessica Mudaung, about this specific case.
I think what's important is that we are in the business of doing things in a way that's not going to interfere with other clubs. We want to follow certain procedures, and that relates to any other players that we're looking at. So we're taking a very professional approach in terms of integrating and bringing players into the team. So we'll make sure that we only make announcements when the time is right. So watch the space, but certainly we can't be engaging on players who are still with teams or are still contracted. Once there are any changes, we'll make the announcements.
Is there a legal process underway?
There's just a process, and that process will be followed, and once that process is done, we'll make an announcement.
Now let's leave Naturena for a bit and head out to Klorkop, where we expect that these news would be coming out over the next coming days as well. We know that they had released a couple of names, a couple of players. One to follow is Koba Melo Kodisang, a winger who arrived amidst much fanfare, signing a 5-year contract, but it's not worked out. I'm told by close sources out at Klorkop that the club is having a conversation with another counterpart in Portugal. The Portuguese top flight to send Kobamelo Kodisang back to Europe in the hope that he can revive his career because at the moment it's not gone his way at Mamelodi Sundowns. It remains to be seen then whether they can get this over the line, but it would appear that Kobamelo Kodisang is not in the plans, but having signed a 5-year contract alone is the better option there at the moment, and we'll keep a close watch on that as well, even when we are here in Germany still. Let me finish off, Andile, by talking about Sekhukhune United. I'm led to believe now that they are open to offers for goalkeeper Ronaldo Lina. We know that he only really made an impact towards the tail end of the previous season with coach Eric Tinkler taking over. Now Lina also got a call up from Hugo Broos. He was in the recent Bafana Bafana squad in those 2 friendlies against Mozambique as well as Tanzania as well, getting his first cap. Sekhukhune United have goalkeepers, international goalkeepers, and they feel that Lina, having signed Tostan Sabata, might not get regular game time, but they are open to offers about this potential move that's being touted for Ronaldo Lina as well, a player that's knocking on that Bafana Bafana door.